Hey guys, in this video we're going to go through some exercises to help reduce the risk of low back pain for golfers. So we're going to focus on mobility around the hips and thoracic spine, and then stability and strength around the core. Okay, here we go. So first up we're going to do cat dog exercise, and this is for just general awareness of the spine and just for good posture and set up position from the floor to begin with, and then standing in golf posture. So we'll pop down hands and knees. Hands below shoulders, knees below your hips, and we're going to push the back up, tuck your chin in, okay, and then move into the dog position, so arching back, looking up, and just moving from one position to the other, nice and smoothly, not too quickly. And then once we've done a few in each position, we're just going to look for that middle ground, okay, and using the mirror to check, are we in nice sort of straight back posture from here, okay, and once you can do that in cat dog position, we can make sure then we're in nice straight back posture in our golf position, okay, which will allow us for the best opportunity to move well, okay. So can we get into the straight back posture, or are we a little bit arched, or a little bit flexed, okay, can we control this, do we have awareness of where our spine is, okay, so cat dogs first, and then standing up, getting that nice straight back posture once we're in the dress position. So next up, hip internal rotation. So we're going to do it on the floor first and then standing. So what we're going to do is reclines down from my elbows, 1 foot nice and wide, dropping the knee in, putting the other foot on top. Okay, making sure I'm feeling this one around the hip, okay, and not the knee. And also making sure that I don't turn, okay, and lift the bum cheek off the ground, so trying to keep bum down to the ground and let this movement come from the hip. We're just going to hold this position, okay, about 30 seconds aside before swapping to the other side. Nice and relax, a few deep breaths in this position as well, okay. Then exactly the same sort of thing, working on hip internal rotation, standing up. So we're going to do some stork turns. So I'm going to stand on my left leg, right knee tucked in behind, turning the pelvis round towards the wall and then back. So working on this left side hip internal rotation, keeping just a soft knee. The ankle can move a little bit, but they don't roll over too much. But this one we're just moving into and out of position, and then forward exactly the same on the other side. And you want something to balance against, rather than trying to hold your own balance. So golf club, chair, wall is absolutely fine. And just making sure you're not swaying your knee around. This hip is turning over this one, so the pelvis is pointing over this standing leg. Next up, trunk mobility or thoracic spine mobility. So we've got down onto the floor to begin with. So we're doing an open book exercise. So laying onto your side, knees up nice and high, at least in line with the hips. Okay, keeping them still throughout. One hand down, other hand on top. Deep breath there in, and breathe out. Reach round, okay, trying to get shoulder and hand down towards the ground behind. Not letting the knees come up, so keeping the knees down, and then come back up, nice control. Go again, breathe in. Deep breath there out as you reach round, and then coming back up. Okay, so we're going to get some done on the left, and then exactly the same performed on the right. And you're going to stand up, and then you use that mobility then standing up. So we're going to do a stretch, so golf type posture. Okay, and then go left hand on my right knee just to keep the hips still, and then turn out and back. Pause for a second, then come back. And just following my hand with my eyes and with my head. And similar to the open books, we're just moving into position and then moving back out again, exactly the same on the other side as well. So next up we're going to do a side plank, okay, for that core stability. So elbow below shoulder, feet on top of each other, hips up and forwards, top shoulder back, okay. So working around the core, a little bit of shoulder as well. And you can add weight to this to make it a little bit harder as you progress, but you know, starting off, just making sure we're in good posture, hips up, hips forwards, bum squeeze lightly, stomach braced, shoulders back, and just keep on breathing, okay? And then performing exactly the same on the other side. So next up, glutes. Okay, we're going to do a glute bridge, and there's many variations, but we're going to keep it simple in this video and go for a normal glute bridge. So laying on your back. Heels at the end of your fingertips, okay, bridge your hips up, bum squeeze and hold. And this is just focusing on really, again, the glutes to do a nice simple job first before anything more complex. So bum squeeze, should be bum doing most of the work, lower the hamstrings, not too much, okay? And just making sure the hips are nice and high, keeping the back straight, not arching the back to get any extra height, so nice straight line from the shoulder to the knee, okay, so if we're looking from the side. Next up, we've got a squat. I'm going to do a goblet squat, which is a good place to start, or a bodyweight squat, a good place to start. So just holding the kettlebell in towards the chest, okay, feet shoulder width apart, and then all you're going to go is hips back, bend the knees, stand back up nice and tall, okay, and this one's great for kind of working everything, okay, working that hip mobility, working that good posture, maintaining posture, not flexing forwards, not round and lower back either, particularly at the bottom. So it's good core, getting the glutes working too. So this one is kind of a catch-all exercise, so great exercise to strengthen and improve mobility. So goblet squat, good place to start with, and then progressing on to various other types of squats, maybe barbell squat too. So there we go. If we have better awareness of where our spine is from the floor, like cat dogs, and then engulf posture, okay, we can be in better setup position. And then if we can then move better through our hips into the back swing, and also trunk, and then through our hips into the forward swing or follow through, we're less likely to use the lower back to move, okay, if we've got better movement above and below. And then if we can make it strong, okay, to resist any unwanted movement too, through core exercises, maybe like planks, side plank, and then squats too.